Testing, testing. Can you hear your beautiful voice? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Can you hear your beautiful voice? Okay, I'm audible. What's up, Twitch? It's your Lord and Savior, King D353, my best friend, Don Heng. How are you doing, Don Heng? Do you like my hat? I like your lack of hats. In today's episode, we're going to spend a good amount of time with our best buddy, Don Heng. Totally just because I want to spend time with him, and not because he can get me those sweet Stellar Jades. We have two Don Heng stories waiting for us. We have the character. Wait, no, that's not the right one at all. That's Walt and Fox Lady. Where was Don Heng's? I swear Don Heng had two. Yeah, we have Don Heng and Hebra Lunale and Bailu. And we have Don Heng and a bunch of other important people from the Jianzhou La Fu. I believe this is the second part to the quest we did before with the swordsman Yang Qing. Question is, which of these is first? I think this one is first, because this is one that that I got when I first finished the Lao Fu. So yeah, I think this is the one that comes first, time-wise. I don't know for sure. If I'm incorrect, well, I'm incorrect, and I'm sorry.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
I should probably choose a more fitting team for a Don Heng quest. I mean, Don Heng is on this team, so I could arguably use this one. Alternatively, I can use the Archer team, because if they give me Don Heng and Hebra Lunale as a trial character, he'll work well with Spark. I think I'll go with this one. I'll go with this team. I know this team can actually function.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Don Heng?
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be?
What's up? I'm his best friend. If I could actually say I'm his best friend, I'm going to say it. Just imagine I'm a street lamp. Barely even here.
I'm sorry, but Xianzhou's street lamps aren't in the habit of eavesdropping on conversations.
How do you know that?
I'm speaking with Master Don Heng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
Everything Don Heng does involves me.
I've invited him along.
Oh, words. Hi, Alana. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope everything's doing well. I'm doing great. How are you?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu.
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you not want to meet with Bailu? Did I piss you off? What happened? Ah, so she doesn't want him to talk to Bailu anymore because I know what the fuck is going on that I can't be here for. A High Elder's mate. Wait, Bailu's a High Elder? I knew Bailu was a doctor and thus important. I didn't know she was a High Elder. I don't know what exactly a High Elder is. I just know that sounds important. A High Elder's maid turning away guests without her master's knowledge?
Bailu is simple and innocent, incapable of ill intent. It's natural for a servant to care for her master and share in her worries. Please hear what I have to say.
Congratulations on getting Yao Guang. Since I've come to the game late, I've been, well, let me wait.
Neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Don Feng. His hubris and tyranny brought about the end of the Luofu's High Elder succession.
So, because Don Heng no longer had an heir or a reincarnation that wasn't a criminal, Bailu took his position. Why Bailu of all people? Anyway, what I was saying, congratulations on getting Yao Guang. Me personally, since I came to the game late and realized I had a lot of Stellar Jades just waiting in the world for me, I've been gathering Stellar Jades like a madman to fill in the blanks in my roster. I managed to get Yao Guang and then immediately got both Hysolins and Black Swan for a DOT team. Sadly, I already chose Sparkle as my free character, so I'm missing the Koth guide I need. But ultimately, I now have a not good, but passable, possibly, DOT team. And my break team's shit, but I can fix that at some other point. My only teams of value are my Remembrance team and the absolute monstrosity that I call my Anaxa team.
The preceptors heard of Master Don Heng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating. Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position anew, everything can still be mended. But if Master Don Heng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come of it for her.
I don't think I'm gonna bother aiming for light cones anymore myself, because I'm trying to go free to play. And as such, I don't think I can afford to aim for light cones. I'm pulling for Sparksy, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over if I don't get her. Quite frankly, I should be skipping her, because I do actually want Silverwolf, but I'm being very stupid. I've never claimed to be a smart man. I'm gonna try to get as many Elation characters as possible, unless I truly do not give a flying fuck about the character. Another suitable candidate? Who does the Videotter hope for?
Such a major matter as this is naturally up to the Preceptor Elders. I couldn't possibly say.
Yeah, she does look pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie, if not for the fact that these new paths always take over the meta, I probably would skip Sparksy. I don't like her as a character, but like, you know how this shit works. Elation is the meta. If you want to be able to beat the game modes, you have to pull for Elation. That's basically the only reason I'm pulling for Sparksy. It's the only reason I pulled for Yao Guang. The only people I actually care about are Silverwolf and Sampo, who sadly might not be getting a new version like I was hoping he would. I don't think she even wants to be a High Elder.
I've been a maid here for 12 years now, and was with my mistress every day as she studied medicine and received tutelage. I've witnessed her countless escapes, and the inevitable unwilling returns. As far as a Xianzhou is concerned, children like her enjoy a charmed and happy childhood. But as a High Elder in nothing but name alone, Miss Bailu is highly restricted in her actions and has no freedom or say about her own life.
I could see propagation becoming a path.
I can't bear it. Your Highness, please think about this poor child.
Although if propagation did become a path, it would likely be full of villains and like one or two misguided good guys. Shouldn't you ask Bailu herself about this?
Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worry that under the pressure of others, she would be convinced into taking up too great a burden.
I understand your concern, but I have nothing more to say on the matter at present.
Then I will bid my farewell. Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her.
This is probably a stupid question, but I thought veracity was a joke. Is that an actual path? Finally, we can learn about Dong Heng's past. Oh shit, it's an actual path. Okay then. Not yet. So it's a story-only path, kind of like the Trailblaze. It does annoy me that the paths in-game don't match up the paths in gameplay. Like, everybody on I'm trying to remember the name of the train. My dumbass keeps going to Star Rail. That is not what it's called. Everyone on the Astral Express, for example, is supposed to follow the path of the Trailblaze, and yet we have destruction, preservation, hunt, erudition, and whatever the fuck Walt is. Or how everybody on the Low Fu is supposed to be followers of the hunt, yet Bailu is a follower of abundance. Nihility? Wait, what? Nihility? Oh, Walt's Nihility. Okay. I guess that makes sense. He revolves around debuffing people's speed, and Nihility was debuffs before it became DOT. Finally, we can learn about Don Heng's past.
You've been spending too much time with March.
You're right, she's a horrible influence.
In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it. Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe. Ultimately, he suffered the punishment of molting rebirth. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation,
Excuse me?
I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, all crimes from my previous incarnation should have been wiped clean. But in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting shadow. Now, I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and visit the High Elder to see what more I can do.
You don't have to do shit.
Let's go.
Don Heng's story pisses me off so much, man. He's put through so much shit because of what someone else did. Fuck these people. But, yeah, what are some other examples of people who are supposed to follow one path in story, but follow a completely other path in gameplay? I mean, everyone in Amphorius is an example of this, because everyone in Amphorius followed the remembrance, but, like, that's blatantly not true.
The rumors are true. You really are back.
Yeah, Pentecost is another example of that, too. Everyone in Pentecost is supposed to follow the Harmony, but, like, let's see, what Pentecost locals aren't Harmony characters?
And wanted to offer some advice.
Actually, most of Pentecoste's people are not from Pentecost. Gallagher's a good example of that. He doesn't follow the Harmony or the Trailblaze. He follows Abundance. I don't remember what Misha is, but I know he's not a Harmony character. Yeah, Misha being Destruction is like peak bullshit story not matching gameplay. There isn't a destructive bone in Misha's little body. I'm sorry, what were you saying, guy? I was distracted. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what path Bellabog follows. Okay, they were preservation. Meanwhile, I think Bronya's a Harmony, Seely's a Hunt, Hook is Destruction. Honestly, I can let Hook slide. She's a gang leader. Of course she's Destruction. Yes, I heard the reincarnation of the great sinners returned to Lofu and wanted to offer some advice. Leave. Fuck off. Looks like the videographer a big fan of yours.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. What does the Alchemy Commission want, then?
Return to being a nameless. Stay out of the High Elder succession. The Law Fool Videotter...
Plus, working for her doesn't necessarily mean you have to follow in her views. Although it does still feel like everyone on the space station should follow the erudition.
Your return has stirred up resentment and ambition among the preceptors, and threatens our situation.
I have no intention of threatening Bailu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Lafu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved.
No.
Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
I'm gonna be unhappy with everybody in this quest line. Are you here to give me shit too?
Excuse me. Are you two on your way to the Alchemy Commission, Delph?
Depart. What the fuck? Why are you here?
What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder, General?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. Our paths have merely crossed. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in dissuading you from such a venture.
It's just a quick meeting. What's the big deal? Me and my mem hat are confused.
That concern the rise and fall of the Videodora will inevitably attract certain parties. Those that would work circumstances to their advantage. Be it Don Feng, the Preceptors, or the Alchemy Commission that trained the Dragon Lady.
I wish I still had my shades that rested on my hat.
Injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply concerned.
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then?
The Vidyardha elders want to choose a new High Elder.
The power struggle between the Preceptors and their High Elder is a tale as old as time. And someone as powerful as Don Feng, who was completely beyond their control, was enough for them to harbor a hidden rage. The Elders used to have a small say in appointing the new High Elder. Who could have imagined that Don Feng would pick his own successor? And yet, that is precisely what happened. And all they could do was accept the result.
So what, Don Feng chose Bailu?
Heng has arrived. The Elders see yet another chance. How could they let it go?
Wait, did he choose Don Hung or did he choose Bailu? Pretty bold of him.
Us outsiders should not judge the laws of the Vidyardha.
I can judge whatever the fuck I want.
Preceptors have been suppressed for some time now. They will inevitably try to overturn the situation.
The Alchemy Commission hopes that Bailu can stay as a High Elder.
As people speak of legitimacy, they believe that Bailu was chosen as heir apparent by the previous High Elder, and that unless she were to commit a terrible sin, the Preceptors should have no right whatsoever to choose again.
Okay, so Don Feng chose Bailu. Huh, I wonder how he knew Bailu. Actually, that's a dumb question. Bailu's a well-known doctor.
The healer lady has draconic features and scarcely believable therapeutic abilities. Some regard this as evidence that she is the High Elder. But the Preceptors are fixated on strength and are unwilling to accept her. Now that Don Feng's reincarnation has shown a command over the vast marine expanse of luminescent depths, those longing to keep the traditional bequeathal of the High Elder feel increasingly uneasy.
Very conservative of them.
After Don Feng's abdication, they fought against the Preceptors and saved Bailu's dignity. They demonstrated a true devotion. These folks aren't the type to just let it go.
Let it go, let it go. General, what do you think about this?
It is an internal affair of the Vidyardharas. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Luofu, it does not involve the General of the Cloudlands. Nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Heng and Bailu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Luofu, the Vidyardhara will never cease their internal strife. This is not to say that either of you are to blame. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now. I should start taking this business of rest and recuperation a little more seriously.
High Elder powers, huh? Is controlling water the only power that dictates whether or not you should be a High Elder? Because I remember Bailu heals with some water in a jug she has. Or at least it's how she heals in actual combat.
Master Don Hung, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are you set on seeing Miss Bailu?
Bailu, if I'm given the choice.
Already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere.
Who are you?
A criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the sacred places of the Vidyardhara.
Wait. Master Don Hung's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the Preceptors. He is no longer the criminal he once was.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity. And even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Vidyadhara will never accept him. Die, Don Fung.
Heavens, sir! Rise! The times are
You
changed.
say Don Fung was merely your previous incarnation. How then do you still possess the power of the High Elder?
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
As I expected, Don Fung, you have returned.
Thank you for rescuing me, Master Don Hung.
They were here for me, not you.
For me, I'm sorry you got dragged into it.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Don Hung, after your meeting, will you go with me to see the elders?
Should I ever want to meet the preceptors, Miss Huan Si, I'll ask you to pass on the message.
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu awaits you at Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
Let's go.
Dangerous ahead. We should proceed carefully.
No, I refuse. I'm gonna be reckless as fuck.
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages.
We met an assassin on the way over.
An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Don Hung and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Don Hung, Miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder is welcome. I never wanted the title.
I am Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bailu.
You're Dan Heng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea and Scale Gorge waterscape. These assassins have got their work cut out for them.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail? If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
He doesn't know that.
About the High Elder succession. I have no intention of getting entangled in that.
Oh fuck, well, neither of them want the job.
To repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the lawful Vidyadhara.
Well, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. So, you want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu.
Guanxi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry.
The group walks through the empty ruins of something. It was too fast. Hey, we got Inhibitor Lunale on our team. That means we need to make a proper skill team.
Danheng! Teach me some more High Elder magic!
Who would make a good other character? You, maybe? I don't know. Sure.
What a magnificent sight! Is that the Ambrosial Arbor?
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Luofu's High Elder.
News to me. The Elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question, why did Dunfeng choose me all those years ago?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find out. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the permanence. According to historical records, the High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragonheart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Danfeng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And yet for some reason, it also created you.
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription. And brought suffering down on himself and just about everyone else in the process.
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor seal, and see if I can help recall our memories. Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea.
Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots.
I thought you don't know how to do this.
That's it. You did it. This alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really huge and the whole of Scale Gorge Waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danheng, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? There's someone coming.
Violence!
You! Who are you? Protect Bailu!
Hey! I'm doing the protecting here. Nobody's getting hurt with me around.
Quick!
Troublemaker? I'd like to be one too. Stars, favor us.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Best of luck. An explosive start. Divination says the shot.
The strength.
How did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smokescreen. I'm afraid this ambush was probably lying in wait for us. Seems like some people have had enough of my presence.
Should we retreat?
Don't know how many there are. Let's get out of here. Go.
Look at that shadow. Could it be an assassin?
Don't worry.
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Don Hung, have you returned?
I'm afraid you have the wrong person.
Is this a Videotaro ghost?
Floating shadows are called mirage echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the Vidyadhara shed during their rebirth.
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the water on their bodies can be used as medicine.
Seems this mirage mistook me for Don Feng.
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. Have you come to this sacred place to repent? The proud son of the Vidyadhara, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. How far you have fallen. You availed yourself of the Transmutation Arcanum to summon that draconic abomination, and almost laid waste to Scale Gorge Waterscape in the process. If your allies hadn't united to slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it sadden you to watch the abomination perish? As the High Elder, you should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation and abandoned yourself. You counted Xianzhou and even short-life species among your friends. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the Transmutation Arcanum now, and the Preceptors can help you keep your secrets.
Trial?
Our laws could have seen you executed. Pity that the High Elder succession could not be allowed to die with you. Kylorum Venti of the Yaoqing put forward a strong case for you, and the Ten Lords Commission spared you from capital punishment. But the punishment of molten rebirth could not be avoided.
Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains here are just the mirages of the waters of the ancient sea.
Impossible. I still live! The High Elder succession will not be severed in this generation.
I don't like this mirage echo. He thought that the Vidyadhara was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Vidyadhara. As if the Vidyadhara would never progress without their plans. I guess Don Feng probably never told them the secret of the Transmutation Arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. But their presence is all too real. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, we should be able to detect any assassins hidden beneath the surface of the water. Let's look for mirage echoes and send out pulses. Move carefully.
Assassins using Cloud Hymn are in stealth mode and are difficult to detect. After being attacked by enemy in stealth mode and entering battle, all enemies' actions are greatly advanced, and their weaknesses are hidden. Use Mirage echolocation to detect enemies in stealth mode in advance. There's a cooldown time after the ability is used.
Old friends.
Another invisible assassin?
Careful. They're waiting for us to get close enough to reveal our weak spots. Awaken, dormant skin.
World-cleansing dragon.
Heaven surge. Rise!
Need a Dr. Vitamin!
Clouds have scattered.
Feeling spiffy?
That only. Don't thank me.
The strength. Awaken the world-cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Break!
Troublemaker, stars favor us. Best of luck. An explosive start.
I sense a storm.
People always say, observe the heavens with my divinations. That only. Don't thank me.
Heaven surge. Rise! Awaken, dormant world-cleansing dragon.
Let me tend your wounds!
Thank you for your help. Best of luck. An explosive start.
Casino.
Miss Byron, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I told you our rules state that...
Sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Wait. I remember that voice. That's the old chief alchemist. So she's been reborn?
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this time? Is that Master Don Fong?
He's not Don Fung.
Why do you remain silent? Your Highness, you're still as cold and lonely as you ever were. Like the eternal ice in a Fong Hu. Bailu, return to the Forbidden Residence. I must speak with Master Don Fong.
Oh, okay. Wait, no! You're just a mirage echo. I got tricked again.
Master Don Fong, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the transmutation arcanum. This is a breakthrough for my research.
Your research?
The Vidyadhara performs self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. disasters inevitably reduce our population. If this continues, one day our noble draconic bloodline will perish, and the fated decree of the permanence will be violated. For this very reason, I have spent my entire life researching ways to free the Vidyadhara from the cycle of reincarnation. I have been without success for a long, long time, thinking that this reincarnation had been naught but a waste. Now, you have enlightened me.
Danfeng. What did he do?
Master Danfeng, your changes to the transmutation arcana created a draconic abomination that wreaked great destruction. But it also created a new life. This is the hope that will one day allow the Vidyadhara to reproduce.
Allow the Vidyadhara to reproduce again?
My understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was. Why should Vidyadhara reproduction remain trapped within the confines of our race? To unearth the potential might of longer blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon, isn't that the real meaning behind the transmutation arcanum? The Preceptors are too narrow-minded to see your talent. They want to install another High Elder. Foolish.
What does she mean by that?
The Transmutation Arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Vidyadhara to escape the cycle of reincarnation and return to normal reproduction. But the mechanism eludes me. Let's go. Sense a storm. The heavens surge. Rise!
Troublemaker?
Best
of luck. An explosive start.
Water heats the cloud soft. The strength. The heavens surge. Break!
Let me tend your wounds. Hey-ya!
Divination says this will hurt.
I'll go easy this time.
That only. Don't thank me.
The heavens surge. Rise! Awaken the world-cleansing dragon.
It's you, Master Danfeng. Why did you disgrace yourself? You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you. Of joining the Cloud Knights. But you betrayed the hopes and dreams of the Elders.
This Mirage Echo. He must be a Cloud Knight who fought alongside Danfeng all those years ago.
How many of us perished in that disaster and could not be reincarnated? And my leg was torn off by that abomination. Oh, the pain. The doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my mortal life. But my poor comrades have no chance of returning to the ancient sea. You once told us we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use cloudy magic to heal our wounds. But in the end, all you did was betray us.
Don Heng, you don't have to listen to him.
Let's listen to him very carefully. We cannot afford to miss any information.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawfu. You are unworthy. The Vidyadhara must not sever the High Elder succession tradition just because of you. Hand it over.
Dan Heng, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder? Carrying the weight of all these expectations. All this hatred.
Before any of this transpires, you have enough time to prepare. Heavens, sir! Rise!
People always observe the heavens with my divinations. Best of luck. An explosive start. Clouds have scattered. That only. Don't thank me.
The strength.
Let's play hide and seek. Can you find the answer?
Heavens, sir! Break! Awaken the world-cleansing dragon!
Divination says this will hurt. Stars favor us.
I'll go easiest.
Best of luck. An explosive start.
I sense a storm. Heavens surge. Rise!
Let me pin your wound.
Troublemaker. Clouds have scattered.
Feeling spiffy?
That only. Don't thank me.
Miss Barlow, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Dan Heng and him to protect me all the way. If anyone's owed a thanks, it's them.
This has been a very dangerous journey. It's a good thing we're able to escape.
I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Rest assured, Miss Bailu, I'll report them to the elders and round them all up. Fortunately, the three of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had happened to you, it would have been a dereliction of duty on my part.
Assassins. None of us mentioned that the danger involved assassins. How did you know that?
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
You said those assassins only came for Mr. Dan Heng. But the ones we met in the ruins were coming for me instead.
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not enough happened to you.
So, did the Elder send you to take out the unworthy High Elder?
That was my idea alone. How could the Preceptors have come up with that? From my perspective, the Videodora requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed. Miss Bailu, our relationship as mistress and maid ends here. Farewell.
Heaven, sir! Rise! Awaken the world-cleansing dragon!
Lance at the ready.
Oh. I wasn't aware I was using this team.
Let me tend your wounds.
I'm on guard.
Heavens, break!
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance! Forward!
You don't look so good.
Lance
Am I too late?
General! Did you bring reinforcements?
Time for the master's reinforcements? I am the reinforcements. Show no mercy!
Do not be afraid. Heaven, sir! Rise! Awaken, dormant skin. World-cleansing dragon!
Follow my charge.
I'm on guard.
The strength. Heaven, sir! Break!
There's no time to lose.
What's in your prescription?
Do not fret.
Hear this thunder!
Need a doctor?
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance! Forward! Lance at the ready.
I sense a storm. Heaven, sir! Rise!
A foregone conclusion.
Awaken, dormant world-cleansing dragon!
Show no mercy.
Right, because they're trying to assassinate her. That's probably why they're aiming for her specifically.
Break!
There's no time to lose. Conflict is meaningless.
What's in your prescription?
Nice teamwork.
The strength. Heaven, sir! Rise!
Preceptors truly believe that nobody knew of their scheme, they should return to their senses. Attacking the Dragon Lady only destroys what little prestige they have remaining.
The whole thing was planned by me and me alone. Beware of false charges, General.
Save your breath. Learn the truth once the Cloud Knights send you to the Ten Lords Commission's judges.
Too late, Jing Yuan. I go no further.
He sees he has a lax expression, claps to the ground.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the elders. A false dragon who failed to inherit the power of the High Elder. And today I realize they'll use any means of removing me.
Not all of the Vidyadhara harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragon Lady, the Seat of Divine Foresight can arrange for you to stay elsewhere.
Thank you, General. I'd like to talk more with Dan Heng first.
Very well. I will await all of you at the fair.
What's up, Bilo?
The Vidyadhara have neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Vidyadhara in the art of Cloud Hymn, as well as various life skills. Dan Heng, did you have a teacher like that?
If you're asking about Vidyadhara tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. I've always been a wanderer. I can never return to my homeland. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But in my travels, I meet many people who I can describe with the word teacher.
As far back as I can remember, I've had the Preceptors and Alchemy Commission healers telling me what to do. Cure diseases, save lives. I don't know if that counts as teaching. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
A friend or disciple of Dan Feng? Maybe. Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually put you in grave danger. It seems I was overthinking things. You have no shortage of true power.
You mean the power to repair the seal? The power you taught me?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, he could heal others with Cloud Hymn magic. What you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor Seal and the vitality of the Eternal Roots. It is a world away from my power of destruction.
In that case, Dunfeng probably had a gentle side to him too, right?
Perhaps.
We should head back to the healer's market. I have other things to do today. Let's go.
Now that the seal is repaired, my affairs on the Xianzhou have drawn to an end. For the time being.
Are you planning on staying on the Lafu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the Preceptors have regained an awareness of the situation. This is your chance to return to your homeland.
As a nameless, the Express still needs me.
Ah, that is a pity.
I thought I was about to say Dawn Hung and Hibra Lunale can now visit. It's like, wait, what? But no. Alright, we have another quest to do. Do 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 do. Welcome to Arcadia. Take a look around. Oh, Donny boy, the quest is calling.
What is it? Do you need something?
Do you need this mail? You just got a letter. You just got a letter. You just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
It doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember. Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
Why so serious?
Huh? Oh, I'm just thinking. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care.
The appearance of this letter makes you feel uneasy. You evoke the cloud hymn, and a droplet of water condenses from the air and soaks the letter. The hand drawing disappears, and another line of writing blurs due to the water stain. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price.
Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. Letting him leave first was a wise choice. I can't put him in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight. I need to ask Jing Yuan about the Stellaron hunters.
So I'm guessing I'm playing as Dawn Hung now? No, I'm Jing Liu now. Okay. I don't even know what type of character Jing Liu is, but I think she can work with this team.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Don Hung.
I need to speak to the general about something.
I need to speak to the general about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100-year salary if they like.
Listen here, you cocky little shit.
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I'm here to ask the general about the Stellaron hunters.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Don Heng. Do you recognize the person on the steps?
No. If the General isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Lafu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the General's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wing Weaver, the father wolf of the Borazin, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Lafu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in. Her surrender came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Lafu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Jingju suddenly stops talking. Like her, you perceive a chill settling in the air around you.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Don Heng.
I love how they made me play as her, only to come talk to her. Hold up, let's talk to her as Don Heng.
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lune had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Lafu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
The life of Imbibitor Lune ended. I stand before you, a completely different person.
I understand. The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are a nameless, traveling across the galaxy. But can anyone really bid farewell to their past? If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lune's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth and turned you into what you are now.
Tell me why you're here.
I'm not here to reminisce on old times. Tell me why you're here.
You didn't hear? That Vidyadhara girl explained it clear as day. I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
In the meantime, am I Blade or am I genuine?
Depths conceal no stone,
Yeah,
and
I
dragon's
don't.
breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes? I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Luofu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling. I can't seem to piece together your motive.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Luofu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Lawcha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone? Or must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the 10 Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Luofu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Ju Ming artisan Ying Xing. and the unmatched stratagem of the General. The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life. Accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Heng, the Foxian pilot?
Heng? I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
The concept of flight holds no memories for you. In your previous light of nobility, you were spared the task of taking the helm. As an unnamed traveler in this life, you have not yet come into contact with a star skiff. Yet there's a voice inexplicably echoing in your ears, becoming agitated amidst the howling wind.
Star skiff won't hold much longer. High Elder, catch us before it falls apart.
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I only remember fragments.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me.
Oh,
I don't know
gameplay?
anything about manufacturing starskiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard. Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry about the two of us.
My purpose is to protect. Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Tedious.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things! To the soul! I have it under control.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
My strength isn't what it was. Mountains move, dragons rise!
Insanity! There it is.
Dragons soaring above the lands! This is permanent!
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Unworthy.
I'm just a frail scholar. To the soul!
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Heng's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Starskiff. The author's name was Bai Heng.
That's right. Bai Heng was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few starskiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer. She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Before long, the Starskiff assembly line something.
Been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
See, the Starskiff is complete.
After being away from the Lafu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baihong in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. Invibitor Lune, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
I can't remember anything.
Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Baihong, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay. For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in, Invibitor Lune. You couldn't accept that Baihong was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone. There is no need to respond, Invibitor Lune. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this Starskiff. Baihong, I've brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky. go. The Artisanship Commission is next.
This is where we beat the deer's ass, right?
Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Could it be that the abominations here aren't enough to motivate you? Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like
you never forgot.
Do not let this moment slip away. Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Blade of Moonlight.
Something out of nothing. Insanity.
Watch closely.
Nowhere to run.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
Don't get anxious, Invade Lune. We have all the time in the world.
I taste some malice in the air. The moon shines on the truth.
This spear still recognizes you as its master. Invade Lune, do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile. Do not I don't remember when I started wielding it.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Dragons, obey this order. Soaring above the land. This is permanent!
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
It's coming! Fighting the West Wind! Let me go!
Something out of nothing. Insanity.
Ready for death?
My strength isn't what it was. Mountains move, dragons rise! What's the left? To the sword, Callan.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Don Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Don Hung. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lunay's. Combat is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember? Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
The name of that person flutters at the edge of your thoughts, like a leaf in the wind, but it remains elusive and unclear.
This world in a blaze, then live until the end of time. I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives.
Yingxing.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the Master Craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
Okay. I've never been all that big on the Xianzhou Lofu stories. They always make me zone out. This is easily my least favorite planet.
Get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He's still alive?
Yingxing is still alive?
Of course he's still alive. But he might be better off dead.
What?
Some people are born with unparalleled foresight, and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibiter Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
A second chance?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
Meanwhile, in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall words.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the Abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the Abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshi dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshi's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan. The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
In the meantime... Bailu! Wait, what? Isn't that the one we just killed?
Restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
What's up, Doc?
Don Heng? What a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
She's here for a consultation, actually.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. Bah, who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucence worms so I can take a closer look.
Bailu is taking someone's pulse.
Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Don Heng, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she...
Died? She won't live much longer?
She won't live much longer.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core esse and her veins. I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Today's her last day on the Luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go? I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Don Heng, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
She was eavesdropping.
No. No trouble at all.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. It's a Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away! visiting the Alchemy Commission!
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path.
I'll stand in their way. Mountains move, dragon rise!
So this is why your hands are so cold!
Look, the show has begun. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Later, Moonlight.
Dragon.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand!
Blade fodder. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
It's fighting the west wind! Away we go!
I'm just a frail scholar. Insanity!
Ready for death.
Alright, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Lafu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes, and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment. And the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times.
Blade?
Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description.
Blade had the balls to go to a doctor in the middle of town?
He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine. Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
Before he returns to Fortnite.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Heng.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years.
The what now?
If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath.
So Blade's innocent?
Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye.
Talk to Jing Li Yuan and Jing Quan. Talk to Blade first, because I'm a stubborn bastard. Blade coldly looks at you. Just stares with evil intent at a small child.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-like reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else.
Oh, is Blade the person you gave 100 deaths to trying to kill them?
The mortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
We gotta see your Altum.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
Cutscene? Cutscene.
We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
Did she just win? Can't tell.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away. Like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
Can't talk to Blade. Can't talk to Yang Ching. Can't talk to... I actually thought your name was Jing Liu.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
Call him by his actual fucking name!
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lunae.
Good fellow to everybody.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Should I be responsible for Don Feng's actions?
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth.
I have to go.
Yes. It has been a long day for you, Don Heng.
Don Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today.
He's just trying to protect you.
I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did?
I have to go.
Goodbye for now, Don Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
Blade coldly looks at you.
But to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
If you wish, I will see it through.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Is everything okay, Don Heng? King and I heard you received an anonymous letter. We were worried, so we came here to check in on you, but you weren't in the archives. Did that poker-faced Stellaron Hunter Blade give you trouble again? Don't worry. I just stepped away from a bit to catch up with some old friends. Phew, that's a relief then. By the way, don't forget to head back to the Express early. Himiko said she made some coffee for us. In other words, don't come back to the Express. What's this? Alright. I hate that this is still showing up as a thing. I'm clearly not gonna do it yet. I need to wait until I get, Sparksy. Okay, so how many friendship quests do I have left? That's not a friendship quest, that's a blue quest. We still have Locha, Bailu. I don't know how I missed Locha and Bailu's. I didn't even know I had them. So we have Locha, Bailu, Welt, and the leader of the Laofu. So it looks like we have 3 Laofu quests left. What's this? Time Express. This is a Yorilo one? What Yorilo person do we still have? Oh, right! This is, the Gepard family, right? Yeah, this is their family. So we have the Gepard family. We have Bailu and Locha. And I'm guessing this is Yang? Yeah, this is Mr. Yang, I guess. What time is it? It's almost 3 hours. Yeah, I'll end it here. The next episode will probably be Bailu and Locha. And then the last time that we do these companion missions will be the Gepard family and Walt. Alright, let's look at our texts. Hello, Kame. I'm Guai Jing, a Romkey Commission's orderly from Water Scout Dolph. I've heard a lot about you from Exalting Salt. Okay, I'm just gonna. This isn't fun. This isn't a cool conversation. What do you have for me? Is the quests? This is a quest. It's not a character story though, so I'll do it off camera. I don't even remember who you are. That is also a non-character story. Okay, this one I'll actually read because it's the character we care about. Little Gray Fry, can you hear me? Hold on, can you hear me? Noise detected, unable to recognize. Voice message converted to text. Wait, hold on, let me read this all. Searching for signal. You have one historical message receiving. Attachment, sound of waves has been sent. Her trying to talk to me. Voice message converted to text. We were supposed to share a honey brew and dance again. It's like every time we came back from battle. But I know your journey won't end here. The path ahead will only grow more dangerous. It's a shame I couldn't throw you a proper victory feast. Voice message converted to text, though I'm not going to keep reading that. The sound of waves has kept me company for 1,000 years. I'm giving it to you now, along with my favorite song. Take a breath and have a peaceful dream. The night speaks in verse, snow begins to fall. Storm grows quiet, and the broken blade takes flight. Honey breeze stirs the tide, foam blossoms into flowers. Let us share one final celebration. Golden dresses, azure flames, dancing on the edge of my blade. Oh, waves, don't carry them away. Don't drift from my heart. A new dawn is riding. Oh, tide, why do you pull away? Why must you pull away? Volume too low? No voice detected. Little Gray Fry, may the waves always follow gently as you move forward. By the way, the ocean beyond the sky comes from your memories, doesn't it? Yeah, I like it. I really like it. If receive, please help. Preserve beauty. I cannot. My thoughts. Farewell. If I could, to you, I truly hope. Alright, let's finish off with some pulls, assuming I have enough for a 10 pull. I am not buying a standard banner pull. That's not what I meant to do. What I meant to do is this. 20 away. I don't want to switch to single pulls. We're just not gonna do a 10 pull to end off this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Also enjoyed making for you all. If you enjoyed and want to see more of my content, it goes on the YouTube end. You can find me at twitch.tv/KingD353. Again, that's twitch.tv/KingD353. I stream every night from 11 p.m. EST to whenever I feel like not streaming. Every other link that I mention is going to be in the description down below, so if any of them interest you, you can find them down below. Now, Twitch end. If you enjoyed and want to see more of my content, you can find me at youtube.com/KingD353. Again, that's youtube.com/KingD353. When I'm not re-uploading streams, I upload episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist and whatever random shorts I feel like making. If you feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Every donation's appreciated. For those $1 a month, you can help support the channel while I'm sure I get to eat food. If you want more control over the donations, you can instead donate to me at throne.com/KingD353. Again, that's throne.com/KingD353. Throne revolves less around monetary donations and more around gift donations. So rather than giving me money to buy something that I want, you can choose what I receive. Whether you buy me equipment for the channel, food for my mouth hole, or something to troll me with. I can't think of a reason you'd want to blow me up today, but send me a bomb anyway, I don't know. Finally, if you want to spend some time with me, you join our press Discord. Once you're there, we'll chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all you beautiful people later. Jesus Kingdom.